Good morning and welcome back to the Dawg Show, your source for the latest Empire news and sports. I'm your host, Mace Monteith.
And I'm Mary Pica. Fall break is just around the corner. Our top story this week is actually a couple weeks away, but the time to get prepared for the Fall Carnival for staff and students is now. Here's our Bulldog Spotlight reporter, Ava Boozer.
Thank you, guys. I'm here today with two of our Fall Carnival coordinators, Mrs. Hightower and Mrs. Skiles, to talk about the Fall Carnival that is coming up in just a few short weeks. Thank you for both joining us today. Just for a refresher, tell us about the Fall Carnival. How did it come about, and what can we look forward to this year?
The Fall Carnival came about when Mr. Smith had a meeting with us faculty last year and said that he wanted to get some school spirit going. The Fall Carnival used to be around before I even came, and he wanted to bring it back, and so we sat together at the end of the year last year and thought, well, it's going to take some planning, so we better get on it. And so we all worked together, and we came up with a date. And we've just been working on it since about May last year.
What do classes and sponsors need to be doing right now to start getting ready for the carnival?
Right now, your sponsors should be emailing the individual classes and getting a list of the king and queen candidates. If you're wanting to be a king or queen candidate, you need to start letting your sponsor know that you would like to do that. They also need to be preparing their booths, getting prizes like candy or little Oriental trading prizes, and just basically organization of what your booth is going to be.
Tell us more about the Carnival King and Queen competition.
The King and Queen competition, I think, is going to be one of the more fun. It has nothing to do with votes and everything to do with how much money you can raise. So whoever raises the most money in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, there will be a King and Queen for them. And then whoever raises the most for 9, 10, 11, and 12, there will be a winner for that. So it's different than any sort of homecoming competition. It's all about raising money. And all the money that those students raise will go directly to the class. So they keep 100% of that profit. So they can really make a lot of money. They're going to start fundraising the week before the carnival. So they'll be selling suckers or different types of things like that will help them raise money throughout the week.
Is there anything else that we should know in the weeks leading up to the carnival?
I feel like you just need to get your supplies, your candy, your decorations. Right now, while it is getting into the Halloween season, there is tons of stuff, costumes and things that are out right now. Once we have the King and Queen candidates on the 12th, they'll really need to start working on their costumes, raising their money. So, like I said, right now it's just the decorations and getting your booths prepared. And it's going to come fast. The carnival is October 23rd, and so we're already on it. So in these weeks coming up, I would say organization is the key.
Thank you both for joining us today. We'll have updates in the next few weeks about the Fall Carnival. Now back to you in the Dawg Show studio.
Thanks, Ava, for that report. As Ms. Hightower and Ms. Skiles mentioned, the Fall Carnival is Saturday, October 23rd.
Our other top story is a story about determination and the willingness to put yourself to the limit. Here's KK Smith.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Powers. Usually when we interview Coach Powers, we talk about basketball or track. But today we are here to talk about her and something pretty awesome she did this past weekend. Most of us spent the weekend relaxing, but Coach Powers ran just a few miles on Sunday. Coach Powers, tell us a little bit about where you were and how far you ran.
On Sunday morning, I ran in the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon. A marathon, you run 26.2 miles, and the .2 is big. Those last .2, it's tough. So we got to get those on there. Was that your whole question?
Yes. Is running in the Oklahoma Marathon something you've always wanted to do?
Yes. I had always said well, the last probably 15 years I started running in 5Ks, and then I've ran the half marathon twice at the Oklahoma City Memorial, and I ran a half marathon at the Spirit of Survival. And I've always said that I wanted to run a marathon before I was 40. Well, I turned 40 in November. So,
Kind of take us through the race. Was there ever a point you were like, I can't take another step?
no, that's not my mentality. A lot of runners are afraid to come out and run fast because they're afraid they won't finish, and I always know I'm going to finish, whether I have to crawl across the finish line or whatever. I'm going to finish. So I came out good, and I ran at a faster pace than I thought I would be able to. And I'm not going to lie, I was concerned a few times in there because 16 miles is the furthest I had ran up to this point. So I was concerned, but I felt good, and so I just kept the pace.
Now, kind of take us through the last mile and crossing that finish line. What was going through your mind?
The last 4 to 6 miles were super tough, and though I never thought about quitting, I did want to walk, and it was all I could do to keep myself going. And I'm not going to lie, I wanted to make sure my kids that were there watching me, I didn't want them to watch me walk across the finish line. I wanted them to see their mom finish at a much slower pace, but yet still running. And I thought about you basketball girls and how I'm always preaching to you guys to finish things and to be mentally tough enough to finish. And so I wanted to lead by example on that front too. The last mile seems like 10 miles, and the last 0.2 of that seems like 20 miles. So it was pretty awesome when you finally get across that finish line, and you're done, and you can check that off your bucket list and never have to do again.
Anything you would like to add, either about the race or words, for people that may be thinking about running any kind of race?
I say if you want to run the race, do it. Set a goal and give yourself a time frame. There's a million training programs online for free that you can kind of follow. People in the memorial, they run it, they walk it. You have all different types of people doing it. You have, from your elite athletes that are trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon to family members of those that we lost on the day of the Oklahoma City bombing that are doing it to remember and to honor their family members. So the Memorial Marathon is an absolute great event that our state does a fantastic job. A lot of that money goes to the memorial and to keeping it up, and I just feel like it's a great thing for our city. It's a great thing to be a part of, and I really think anybody that has a passion to run in it should, and if not, you should at least go witness what goes on that day.
Thank you, Coach Powers, and congratulations again for accomplishing something a lot of people can't say they've accomplished. Now back to you in the Dawg studio.
Thanks, KK. Coach Powers finished the 26.2 miles in 3 hours and 57 minutes. Very impressive.
Also this week, the sophomores through seniors took the ACT test here at Empire, and there was an FCA huddle Wednesday night at the softball field. It was a fun time of fellowship, food, and some kickball.
Congratulations to our October Students of the Month. In the high school, we had Riley Mosier, and the junior high student of the month was Micah Whetstone.
Parent-teacher conferences were yesterday after school, but don't worry if you missed. There's another opportunity October 12th, and today is Frat Boy Day, or Wear Your Favorite College Team Day, put on by Empire Stuco.
Now over to our Bulldog broadcast booth for a look at our elementary news with a brand new crew this week.
And with that, welcome to the Bulldog broadcast. This is from Tuesday night's football game against Velma. I'm Orion Beasley.
And I'm Chance Vandenberg. Before we go any farther, let's check out this week's elementary prize pups of the week. Every week we want to recognize elementary students to earn different achievements during the week. Good job, guys.
Another set of awards we want to announce are the individual 5th grade prodigy winners for answering the most questions correctly.
Good congrats to Caden Brandsetter and Joshua Rangel.
Sorry everyone, but we have urgent breaking broadcast news. We have a special announcement concerning the 5th grade prodigy competition. The results are in, and we have a winner. Who will it be? Mrs. Turner's class or Mrs. Mullins' class? I can't seem to find the results. Thank you. Get out of here. And the winner is Mrs. Mullins' class. Congratulations, guys, and great job to both classes. Mrs. Turner's class, you'll get them next time. Now back to you in the Bulldog broadcast booth.
Wow, that was a close competition. Congratulations to the winners.
If you have any videos or pictures, send us an email to the address on your screen, and they might make it on the show.
Parent-teacher conference will begin this Tuesday after school. Parents, check out with your child's teacher if you need to schedule a time to visit.
Also, Pictures Day is Wednesday, so everyone make sure you wear your smiles to school today.
Next Thursday, the 2nd grade has a field trip to the Chisholm Trail Museum in Duncan. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Finally, when you're in the halls, check out our new video board by the office. You might see your birthday or pictures of your showing your school spirit.
Now look at your Bulldog forecast. Here's Zoe Gray in the Bulldog Weather Center.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully all of you have enjoyed the cooler weather. We needed it. But today, look for a return of hot weather with a high near 95 degrees. Tonight at kickoff, look for temperature to be around 85 degrees. This weekend, look for nice weather, with lows near 60 and highs in the mid-90s. Now, for a look at your extended forecast, here's Madison Brandstetter.
This coming week, look temperatures to start looking at like fall. To start out the week, look for the high near 85 degrees. As the week goes on, look for a chance of rain with high dropping to the mid-70s by the end of the week. That's a look at your weather. Now back to you in the Bulldog broadcast booth.
Thank you for that weather report. That's all of the time we have for the Bulldog broadcast.
Tune in back next week for more news from the elementary. Now back to the Dog Show studios. Have a look at your Bulldog sports. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. This past week, several Lady Bulldog softball players and Coach Molino participated in an all-conference game at Elmore City. Congratulations to Coach Molino, Jasmine Millen, Ava Boozer, Emery Kowalik, and Danny Kowalik. With an extra congratulations to Danny Kowalik for being named the MVP of the game. Good job, ladies. The junior high football team extended their winning streak this past Monday at Waurika, winning 24-6. The Dogs' last home game will be this Monday at home against Bray, starting at 6:30. After a week off, the high school football team opens defense of last year's district championship as they host Timpton, starting at 7. That's a look at your week of Bulldog sports. Now back to you in the Dog Show studio.
Thanks for that sports report. That's all the time we have for the Dog Show this week.
Tune back in next week where we have a story about our academic team and a fun story about School Picture Day.
Keep checking our Facebook page and YouTube channel, Empire Media Productions, and there you can find all of our past dog shows and the EMP content.
You can also go to our official school website at empireschools.org to find a link to all of our content as well.
And if you have any pictures or videos of school spirit, send us an email to mediaproductions@empireschools.org. We're going to leave you this week with video from our Pee Wee game this past Tuesday against Velma. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
And thanks for stopping by, Empire.
Let's go, let's go! Let's go, Lee!
Taking it top at number 8. Brian Jackson. It's different. He still brings it. He's going wrong. He could go on right, people. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And into the end zone for an Empire touchdown.
Empire going for the pass. Complete to number 6, Heisman. He's taking downfield. He's at the 10. 5. And he's in for an Empire Bulldogs touchdown.
Pass to number 8 was complete.